All right, we are broadcasting live.
Awesome. Hello, everyone. How are you? My name is Brandy Murphy. I'm the Director of Training and Field Development for NutriMetrix, and I'm joined here today with Jason Pellin, the Director of our Market America Web Centers program. And we're so thankful that you took time out of your schedule to join us here today on what's going to be a series over the next couple of weeks. We call it the Majors Supporting Majors series. And for those of you on the East Coast, it's a lunch and learn series. For those of you on the West Coast, it might be a breakfast series, but we're so thankful to have you with us here today. You want to just say hello, Jason?
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us, everyone. And Brandy, thanks for organizing this and inviting me onto this Lunch and Learn with you today.
Oh, thank you. We're so excited. And we see people are joining us in the Zoom. We're also broadcasting live on the Facebook page for Market America. And you know, what we wanted to start off with is Market America offers such a diverse product offering. And we know the basic products, our health and nutrition products, our skincare products, our cosmetic products, but you may have been introduced to Market America through one particular line or one particular division. And sometimes it can get a little overwhelming knowing where do I want to spend my time or where do I want to focus my energy. So what we like to think about Market America as if it's a university, right? Although you may go to the university, you get access to all of the classes, but you might try to create a niche for yourself in a specific division or major. And the Market America University has multiple majors. NutriMetrix is one of them. Web Centers is one of them. But we also have a skincare and cosmetics major. We have a financial services major. We have so many different majors to pick from. We have an entertainment and music major. We have an auto care major. We have a children's care major. There's so many different ones that sometimes, you know, new people kind of come in with tunnel vision and they only are aware of the product line that they were introduced to. But it's very beneficial for all unfranchised owners, no matter what major they are associated with, to understand the products and services of the other divisions. And what we wanted to be able to provide through this Lunch and Learn or Breakfast series is a little bit of insight about why let's say a NutriMetrix consultant or a health professional needs to be aware of the products that Jason offers through his program, MA Web Centers. So let's just jump into it. Jason, tell them a little bit about the Web Center program and why NutriMetrix consultants and health professionals in particular might be able to benefit from Web Centers.
Absolutely. Brandy, you bring up some great points about the university concept. And we have to remember that we are a product brokerage company, which gives us access to retail thousands of different types of products across various business categories. And one of those happens to be internet services and digital marketing services through Web Solutions. But it also enables you as an unfranchised owner to expand your business further by having other individuals that might specialize in those other divisions as well. So while you may be focused on one major or particular area of the business for either retail or expanding your business, you're going to run into other people that might have an interest in other divisions. So what we like to talk about with Web Centers is that we are an all-inclusive digital marketing solution for small to medium-sized businesses. Now, that doesn't mean that we just sell websites and website services. We like to think that we actually add more value to that small to mid-sized business. We help businesses increase revenue, decrease their expenses, maybe streamline some business practices, and really assist with their client or patient engagement. So we provide solutions that fit perfectly with those health professional practices to not only market their business, but also to maybe help communicate within their staff or with their patient base as well.
That's so important. You know, one of the things, let me just start off also by, for those of you that aren't familiar with NutriMetrix, talking a little bit about what NutriMetrix offers and what we teach to our NutriMetrix consultants and health professionals. So NutriMetrix is the division of Market America that focuses on introducing our health and nutrition products, our skincare products, our personal care products, and all of the products that we have to health professionals, help them improve patient outcomes while generating additional revenue for the practice. One of the things we in our NutriMetrix consultant training is for the NutriMetrix consultants to do a discovery meeting where they look for what are the gaps in that practitioner's program, where could they improve communication with patients or advertising their services. We teach the NC to do a website audit. And many times what we find is the website is subpar. It is out of date. Maybe they've changed practitioners or they've lost staff and that hasn't even been updated yet. Maybe the website doesn't fully even explain all the different products and services that the practitioner provides. So when a practice is ready to generate additional revenue by introducing a program like Nutrimetrics, it's also a great time for them to look at, well, how are we going to get this information about these new services out to our patients? And many times, and if you're a health professional, please don't take offense by this and you're watching this, many times our health professionals are not marketing experts. They're not even sales experts at all. And so they usually hire someone else to work with their website or do their marketing. And maybe it's been a while since they've had an update. So can we talk a little bit about some of the digital services, digital marketing tools that the WebCenter program has and how practitioners could benefit from those?
Yeah, absolutely. Everything is our foundation is the website, right? That's the online storefront, so to speak. That's the online presence where we're trying to drive traffic to. In today's day and age, every business needs a website and it's got to have a strong website presence. But beyond that, we need to be able to be found online. What good is having a website if no one knows how to get there? So being able to rank in the search engines when someone's looking for a massage therapist in your location, if someone's looking for a cardiologist in that location, they're searching on Google. So we offer search engine optimization, whether you're one of our website clients or not. So even if you have an existing website, we can help you with that optimization to help rank better on Google, the #1 search engine. Now we also offer Google advertising packages if you want to kind of jump your way to the top. That's a shortcut to success there. But that's about helping people be found, right? People don't search to search, they search to find. And you want to be in that mix based on your services and your location. We also offer social media services, whether it's Facebook advertising or social media management. Maybe you've got a great practice, you've got incredible staff, and everyone's so busy that no one can really manage that social presence. We can help you with that as well. And of course, from a communication standpoint, we will assist with email marketing and also now text message marketing. And I know a lot of practitioners are using that for confirmation calls and things like that. So we can enable that SMS or text message services for those businesses as well.
That's fantastic. And so let's talk a little bit about the synergy between working as a NutriMetrix consultant, having health professionals on your team, as well as having WebCenter owners on your team, because none of us really feel like we are a jack of all trades and a master of none, right? We want to be able to focus on what our main thing is and keep it the main thing. So as a NutriMetrix consultant, I want to be able to offer those types of services that you just described to my health professionals, but I may not necessarily want to be the person that's explaining them to them or trying to introduce them to them. So what I'm going to do, just like we are taught in our Getting Started guide, just like we're taught in the basic Market America, is we really want to have somebody in each division, in each line of our business that we're working. So as a NutriMetrix consultant, I might not need to know everything that I need to know about web centers, but I might find somebody to become a web center owner on my team. And that's really great. Where can they learn more about web centers? So if they're a NutriMetrix consultant, they know how to talk enough about web centers to potentially find a web center person for their team.
Absolutely. We've created a new landing page right on unfranchise.com. So if you go to unfranchise.com and in your search bar, you just type in web centers, it'll bring you to a web center landing page. There's an overview of the program. There's all of our products and services, all of our support materials, all located on one page to make it very easy for any unfranchise owner to learn more about our division. And even if you are looking to expand your business, there are tools there that allow you to introduce the program to some of your prospects. And to your point, Brandy, you've got a lot of folks are so concerned that they need to have a technical background, a marketing background. But the beautiful thing about web centers is that we have teams of professionals that do the heavy lifting. All we're looking to do is to create a relationship with those people between the business owner or the health provider alongside with the web center owner to really introduce them to our product specialists at MA Web Centers who will answer the hard questions, that will demonstrate the products and services and follow up on your behalf. So all those pieces are in place so that you don't have to be too concerned that you don't know enough. You need to just arm yourself with the tools that you have available as an unfranchised owner and generate maybe some leads for a potential web center owner in your organization. Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, on the flip side, we have web center owners that are out marketing to businesses all the time. Do you think there's ever web centers owners out there that come across on their own, not through NutriMetrix, a health professional that might be looking for a website?
All the time. One of the things that we do when we generate our initial candidate list as a web center owner is think about who are the business owners that we already have in our warm sphere of influence. We ask people, who is your auto repair facility? Where do you go get your cup of coffee in the morning? What's your favorite restaurant? Oh, and by the way, who is your health professional, right? Who is your general practitioner? Who is your massage therapist, right? Who are all these potential businesses that you already know? So of course, everyone has a health professional. But to your point, most web center owners, Brandy, are so focused on the technology and the marketing that they haven't broadened their horizons to think, oh, wow, there might be additional products, services, and revenue that these practices might need. So it's as simple as, like you said, that website audit. We do the same thing in a discovery meeting as web center owners. Take a look at their existing website. Let's take a look at their social media, maybe find an area of opportunity to assist them. But that's where you can really see if there are products and services that might fall in alignment. And then as simple as asking the question, right? As a web center owner, asking the health professional or the office manager or whoever your appointment is with to say, are you looking for more patients? Who handles your website, right? Who handles your online marketing? And just by asking a couple of those pointed questions, right, we can then steer the web center conversation, but then we can say, do you offer any other products and services?
Exactly.
Besides your website, do you offer any other products and services? And the next question I love, Brandy, is there an opportunity for additional revenue through your practice? Are you looking for a way to generate additional revenue through your practice? And that opens up the conversation. So a web center owner watching today, you should be also considering how you can have more NutriMetrix consultants in your organization as well, because
Absolutely.
that's going to be the liaison, right?
Yeah. And we have, I'm looking at the Facebook page right now. We have people joining us from Canada. So I do want to point out as well that although the NutriMetrix brand is available in the US, we have an international health professional program, which is very similar to the NutriMetrix program in our market countries. So even if you're in Canada and you're a web center owner and you come across a health professional who is open to generating those additional revenue streams, right? You could connect them with either a NutriMetrix consultant or someone who focuses on health and nutrition that could introduce that health professional to our health and nutrition products and services, whether it be through the international health professional program or the NutriMetrix program in the US. And here's a key point that I want to make sure that we drive home that I don't think we've mentioned yet. All of the web center services do offer what? BV, right? And so we can not only help the practitioner by creating a website for them that's going to drive more business to their practice, maybe save them money on what they're already spending on website services, or maybe bring new patients into the practice and help them grow their practice, but it's going to create BV for the organization. And then those people who are introduced to the health and nutrition products through the digital marketing that we're providing through NutriMetrix and the synergy with web centers, that's also going to drive BV. So it's just smart business to be able to leverage both the NutriMetrix program and the Web Center program in any line of sponsorship that we have in our organizations. It really does make so much sense. Right. Now, if you're go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was just saying, what I'd like to think of this is as a lot of people belong to a networking group, right? There's so many of them, the BNI groups, the Chamber of Commerce groups, maybe a private businesses in a certain location. This is like having your own private business networking group where you're referring business to each other within your organization. You don't have to be the jack of all trades. You can focus on your one niche, but guess what? Now the BV generated as an organization is now really maximized.
Yeah. In the NC training, when Sarah's talking about building your referral network and creating your organization, she uses a line that everybody chuckles about, but it makes so much sense. And that's, you're talking to somebody and they may be looking for a website and you're not the web center specialist. You could say, I got a guy, right? Or I got a gal. And the same thing where if it's a web center specialist and they are coming across a health professional that wants to be able to offer new wellness programs or weight management programs to their clients, the web center specialist can say, I got a guy, I got a gal. And it's just as simple as making those connections. It really is.
It is. It's unbelievable. And that's really where the relationship comes down, right? The one-to-one marketing where you build a relationship with that small to medium-sized business owner, and then you're referring within your organization to the people that might specialize in that area.
Yeah. Now, we just launched something that you spearheaded for us, which is so powerful, and it's really for the Nutrimetrics consultants. And let me tell you a little bit of story about why I'm so excited about this. I've been building with Nutrimetrics since 2004. Although I work with corporate, I'm also a Nutrimetrics consultant myself. And for our health professionals to be able to offer the Nutrimetrics products to their patients, they have a nutrimetrics.com website that is product specific. I'm sitting on a plane a couple of years ago with a guy who creates revenue streams for health professionals. He's a business consultant for health professionals. And as we strike up, typical plane conversation, you traveling for business or pleasure? Where are you going? What do you do? Everybody has those conversations. I started talking about how I help to implement custom wellness programs and health professional practices. That's part of my answer to what is it, right? So I'm talking to this guy and he says, well, do you have a website that you can send me to that tells me about the services you provide? And normally up to that point, what I would send them to was just nutrimetrics.com, but that's really geared for the patients and it's all product focused. I didn't really have a website for myself. And it was kind of like, duh, I need a website that talks about what I do as a NutriMetrics consultant. And at that time, we didn't really have anything other than each person creating their own site for their own business. And sometimes it's hard to figure out what should I put on there and how do I get good quality images with the NutriMetrics logo or with product images or brand images for NutriMetrics. And it was really hard for people. And right around that same time, we started brainstorming, like, how can we help through the WebCenter program for people? And you launched the digital marketing sites. And so let's tell them a little bit about the new digital marketing sites that you helped us create for NutriMetrics consultants.
Absolutely. So there is that void, right? We're focused on internet marketing and we've got incredible retail oriented websites, but we don't really have something to brand the unfranchised owner. So we launched these a few years back, but we gave them a facelift, right? We've got a brand new website editor and we built some brand new beautiful templates. And the one that was most exciting, obviously, because we put a lot of time into it, was the NutriMetrix DMS, which stands for Digital Marketing Suites or Sites. And working with the team, Brandy, I think we've done a great job. We're going to actually showcase it today, right now, if you don't mind.
Oh, perfect.
And really walk through all the different pages because, yeah, it takes a lot of time to build your own website and to have the quality images and the content that is written in a way that's going to attract people. And then what happens after the fact? How are we going to collect someone's email address? How can we stay in touch with them? It becomes almost like a full-time job trying to figure that out. So we put all those pieces together so that an NC can literally just plug and play, update their contact information on these sites and have something professional that they can market themselves online with. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at our site preview here. And you'll see that this beautiful site here is through WebCenters. You can actually purchase these through explorema.com. So if you go to www.explorema.com, when you click Start Building, it's going to basically ask you your contact information. And there's a button that says Select. When you do that, it's going to launch all of our layouts or Market America templates, where then you would search for the NutriMetrics template. And when you click Publish, right, we're going to ask for the only $24.99 per month. It will then publish this site where you can have access to this exact website. We're talking dozens of pages of content here that you can then update your own contact information and have it within 24 hours. You are ready to go, easy to use, branded with NutriMetrics. So on the homepage, again, beautiful hero image. The video here for how to create more profit in your healthcare practice, the YouTube video. And as you scroll down, we answer all the basic questions about the wellness revolution. We talk about why our products are key in the NutriMetrics division. When they click on Learn More, it goes to a products page. Here, we're going to talk about the ingredients and why we really focus on some incredible manufacturing standards, which most health professionals or those focused in health and wellness that might be an NC candidate might be interested in looking at. We also then make sure we talk to them about the revenue opportunity behind NutriMetrix, and of course, the NutriMetrix Educational Institute. This all links over to the nutrimetrics.org website for information about the NEI. And then here we have the ability for that prospect of yours that you're speaking to on the airplane, Brandy, comes to this website. They might click on this little button that says request a follow-up. They're going to put in their contact information, and you are going to get an email with their name, their email address, their phone number, and the ability to book an appointment with that person. Or it could be a health professional that is interested, same thing. It's going to grab all the information that's necessary to continue the follow-up process. And of course, in the bottom, in the footer, we realize that this is where we don't have any standard information. This is where your information goes. So we will help you update your contact information. If you have a professional address, you can put that on here as well. If you have business hours of operation, great. You can remove those entirely, but you can also add your own social links if you'd like in these icons. So all of that is right there on the homepage and answers all the main questions when someone goes to a website. Now, as
That's
someone
perfect. And I was just going to say, and up at the top, you can see that it's responsive, whether they're looking at it on an iPad, whether they're looking at it on a tablet, whether they're looking at it on a phone, the site's going to adjust and look beautiful no matter what type of device that they are on, which is the great feature of this. One other question was, Maureen typed into the chat box, is it obvious how to add a custom address on the site for us?
Yes, so when you purchase this site, you're going to get login credentials that you can literally click a button that says edit your Oasis site. When you click on that, it brings you to a page that looks exactly like your website. And when you hover over that area, like the address, you literally just click your mouse and then it opens up a text box, very similar to Microsoft Word or an email. You can highlight and delete whatever you want. You can type in whatever you want, click a green checkbox, and it's already been changed. So it's easy to use some of those minor features like adding an image or changing your text for sure. Now, the beautiful thing, Brandy, is that we're going to be doing a series with NCs on how to manage these sites, right? So Sarah Tugender and I have talked about having a digital marketing series where we're going to go on talk about the DMS and how to edit the site, how to add nice photos, how to add your social media channels, and really make sure that you're using these to the maximum that you can, right? So as you scroll through these sites, you click on why NutriMetrix, and it answers, again, the basic broad question of why NutriMetrix, but then it goes into further detail about the products, about the website, about TLS Select, and of course, customized nutrition with GeneSnip. And you'll see here, we've got this image here of Dr. Deidre Mason, but this obviously is not you as an NC, it's just an image placeholder. So you would click and swap that out for your own image. It's your website, you wanna brand yourself, so you'd have your own image here. You'd have your own I implement statement. Click on it, you type in your statement here, and then you add that to your site. If they click on learn more, it goes to an about page. So when you look at the about page, it's more of your story. Again, all of these images can be customized. We've got some beautiful stock images if you don't have anything that you want to use, but certainly you can add your own images if you'd like. And this is where you get to share your story, your journey, because again, people buy you. This is about branding a relationship with you, using NutriMetrix as the vehicle to help them attain that revenue stream. Now, got a couple testimonials here. And then my favorite section here is under contact. We have some information about the discovery process, the implementation process. What does a discovery meeting include? And then lastly, the feedback form. So your user can come on here, add their name, their email address, their phone number, answer some basic questions that come from the discovery meeting. It helps you kind of get an edge before you ever book that appointment. And at the bottom, when they click submit, you get an email with all of this information that you can then call them or email them to schedule that 15-minute discovery meeting.
So awesome. I so wish I had this when I was on that plane, right? And it's even so much better than after and that was probably 2 or 3 years ago. After that, I did create my own website and it didn't have all of this on it. So I think there's so many important components in this, built into this site that are going to make such a difference for NutriMetrix consultants and health professionals to be able to market their business to their contacts. I'm so excited about it. And we're in the process of incorporating trainings, like you mentioned, into all of our NutriMetrix trainings for NCs and HPs. So people understand how to use these sites and how to market them and how to set them up and what some of the best practices for marketing their business online are. So it's so great. The other thing that I just want to share is we talked about, the ability to talk about each of the majors without feeling like you have to major in each of the majors. And one way to learn about each of the divisions while doing that is to attend a 101 or 201 session for the different divisions. I'm sorry, my dog is like driving my arm like crazy. So it looks like he just all of a sudden decided he wanted to be a part of our broadcast. But we want to make sure that people understand that they can go to a simple like NutriMetrix 101 or 201 and learn enough about the program, even if they're a web center specialist and that's what they want to focus on, by going to a NutriMetrix 101, 201, or vice versa, a NutriMetrix consultant going to a web center training through the GMTSS. They can learn enough to be able to speak the lingo to a potential contact, and that potential contact might end up being their specialist in that division.
Yes, absolutely. So WebCenter 101 trainings are happening through the GMTSS all the time. Same thing, NutriMetrix 101, 201. Just stay tuned to your GMTSS and of course, all the appropriate Facebook groups for more information on the trainings.
Awesome. And I did put the Explore MA at the explorema.com website in the chat box, both for the Zoom and in the Facebook group. So go ahead and click on that and take a look at the Explore MA sites. And we hope that you enjoyed this session. Again, thank you for spending your either lunch or breakfast time with us during this Lunch and Learn series. Any other final comments before we end the session, Jason?
No, I think it was just great to get a high-level overview, but really impart on the unfranchised owners that it's time to really leverage your team or build your team and have that robust diversity in each of these majors so that we don't get so focused on one area that we're missing many opportunities. Now, not only just BV and retail profits, but also to help more businesses out there. There are so many individuals and businesses out there that we can help with our products and services, and of course, our incredible business opportunities. So let's open broaden our horizons a little bit. Let's look within our teams and find out who's specializing in different divisions. Hold a coring, have a conference call, organize your teams, get the necessary training, but really focus on how we can leverage each other for all of our success.
I totally agree. And, I truly feel there's never been a better time for us to be able to highlight these synergies between NutriMetrix and web centers. More and more providers are going to some virtual models where they're trying to engage with their patients online more. They're trying to attract new patients online more. So whether you are a NutriMetrix consultant, whether you're a web center owner, whether you're an unfranchised owner, still trying to figure out what division you want to focus on, we really are at a unique time. And both web centers and NutriMetrix provide incredible solutions to health professionals and to the businesses that work with them. So again, thank you very much for spending your time with us today. Jason, thank you for taking time out of your schedule to participate in this Lunch and Learn or Breakfast series. And we'll see everybody next week, same time, same channel. Next week, we're going to be talking about skincare and NutriMetrix and the personal care line with Kim Ashley. So thank you so much, Jason. We'll see everybody next week on this series, and everybody have a great rest of your day.
Great. Thanks, Brandy. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.